Hello student, very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. What did we discuss yesterday? Yesterday we discussed about the addition of hypohalous acid, and what is the reagent used for hypohalous acid, that is a Cl2 in presence of water or Br2 in presence of water. The reagent form is known as hypohalous acid, means if bromine is there, hypobromous acid, if chlorine is there, hypochlorous acid, and the reaction takes place according to the Markovnikov's rule. And as we know that Markovnikov's rule means what? The statement of Markovnikov's rule: in an addition reaction, the negative part of the reagent attached to those carbon atom which carries the less number of hydrogen atom. So according to that we are going to get. Now what will today what we are going to discuss today? We are going to discuss about this one: hydroxylation, formation of 1,2-diols. The relative position of 1,2 clearly indicate that at 1 and 2 position there is a hydroxy group, means OH group. So that type of the organic species is called diols: 1,2-diols, 1,3-diols, 1,4-diols. So that type of the positions are present. If you know the from your previous classes, carbohydrate containing as polyhydroxy compounds, and therefore that are here just remember as a diol. 1,2-diol means what? 1 and 2 position indicate the relative position of hydroxy group, means OH groups are present, and that species is known as a diols. Now, and this if you remember, for detection of saturation and the unsaturation, one classical test we already learned, that is Br2 in presence of inert solvent like carbon tetrachloride. Bromine is a brown in color. When that color decolorization takes place, that gives the classical test for the detection of unsaturation of the organic compound. Similarly, this is another classical method which is known as a Bayer test, and as we know that potassium permanganate, which is a brown in color, which is a pink in color, very nice beautiful pink colors is there. If that if you add, and the reaction are just simply mixing these two reagent together, two compound together. One is a alkene and second one is a dilute potassium permanganate, which is pink in color. Suppose that pink color disappears, that clearly indicate there is a reaction takes place. What type of the product that gives, we don't know till, but now onward you will remember while performing as a organic qualitative analysis, the chemical test for detection of unsaturation, classical method, that is a potassium permanganate, which is a table reagent. You take your original whatever compound or the substance taken for your practical purpose for analysis, then you take a pinch of that compound in a test tube. Test tube means we used to take the test in that apparatus, that is called as a test tube. And therefore in that test tube you take your mixture and then add that dilute potassium permanganate. If that pink color disappears, there is a decolorization. It means that reaction takes place, reaction is carried out. Suppose there is no decolorization, means that pink color remains as it is. Whatever original color pink, it remains as it is in that test tube. That clearly indicate that the given compound is a saturated in nature, or what we can call it as a aromatic compound. And as we know that aromatic compound, even though they containing as a carbon-carbon double bond, but that is not the unsaturated one. Remember, because the characteristic of unsaturated open chain or the whatever cyclic compounds are there, the classical test or the characteristic of the unsaturated compound, they undergoes as a addition reaction. But that aromatic compound, even though they containing as a carbon-carbon double bond, they do not undergo addition reaction. If they undergo addition reaction, let us say suppose as a benzene, it does not undergo addition reaction. Why? Because benzene is a very stable, even though they containing as a carbon-carbon double bond. And if they undergoes as addition reaction, they will lose its aromaticity, means they lose the stability of that special stability of that resonance. Resonance stability is lost, and due to this reason benzene does not undergo as addition reaction. The reason behind it, they lost their aromaticity, and due to that reason aromatic compound do not undergo addition reaction. What type of the reaction aromatic compound shows? Aromatic compound shows electrophilic substitution reaction. They readily undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction and rarely undergoes as a nucleophilic substitution. Very exceptions are there, and that the detail of that study we will see at this semester at the last chapter, that is a electrophilic substitution reaction and the nucleophilic substitution reaction. At that time we will see detail of that, but here just remember as a here is a we are talking about the saturated and the unsaturated. If unsaturated, given compound is unsaturated in nature and the pink color get disappear, means there is a decolorization takes place, and decolorization takes place means there is a reaction takes place, reaction carried out, and that's why that color is a change, and that clearly indicate that the given compound is unsaturated in nature. But theoretically here how the reaction takes place, that remember theoretically how do you detect, how do you identify the given compound is unsaturated in nature? Remember, if the reaction takes place, that pink color actually go on going in showing as a change, but here the carbon-carbon double bond, they what type of the reaction they form? Let us see, here is a hydroxylation, means formation of 1,2-diol. The color is occur when our pink color get disappear, means there is a change in color, means reaction occur, means it form as a diol, 1,2-diol, and that 1,2-diol, whether that both the OH coming from the same side or the different side, there is a playing the role of stereochemistry is comes there. And as we know that stereochemistry means what? It is a study of it deals with the study of orientation and the arrangement of that atom in three-dimensional in a space is known as a stereochemistry. And when the OH group is coming from the same side or they are coming from the opposite side, that tells us about the stereochemistry. Stereo control reaction, it is whether it is a cis hydroxylation or trans hydroxylation. As we know that cis isomer and the trans isomer. Cis isomer means what? Similar group are on the same side. Here just remember, both the hydroxyl group are coming on the same phase or same phase of the carbon-carbon double bond. That type of the hydroxylation, that type of the diol is called as a cis hydroxylation. And for cis hydroxylation, what are the reagent used for the cis hydroxylation? Number one is a potassium permanganate and second one is a OSO4. The name of this reagent is known as a OSO4, is a osmium tetroxide. The name of this compound is a osmium tetroxide. tetroxide. Either you can use potassium permanganate or you can use as a osmium tetroxide. The resulting compound is the same, means cis hydroxylation. They produce as a cis hydroxylation. And for trans hydroxylation, what type of the reagent we are going to use, we will see that one shortly. But first, this reagent, a potassium, predict the product. In that you remember a potassium permanganate. The chemical name of this KMnO4. What is the chemical name of this? K stand for potassium. This is a potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. So that is the name of this reagent. And this osmium tetroxide, that is another, both giving the cis hydroxylation. Cis is the geometry here we are using, means both the hydroxyl group are coming on the same side. But how do you know whether they are coming from the same side or from different side? So there is a one experiment is performed for this cis hydroxylation, and that experiment is known as a labeled oxygen. Labeled oxygen means what? You have, there is a isotope of oxygen atom, and normally oxygen has the atomic number is a, oxygen had 8 atomic number, but their mass number is a double, means 16, 17 or 18, and generally is a 18. Labeled oxygen atom is called as a 18. That isotope generally using for studying the stereochemistry of this, whether they are coming from the same side or not. For that purpose, the labeled experiment is performed to determine, to measure whether it is a cis hydroxylation or trans hydroxylation. And then after analysis, after interfering, it inferred that both the oxygen atom coming from the same side of the same side, and therefore it is a cis hydroxylation. Let us see as a general reaction of this. General reaction. What is the general alkene, unsymmetrical alkene we are taking? For example, suppose we have this one, as usual, CH3 CH double bond CH2, right? This is a propylene we are considering here, propylene, right? Propene or propylene, and that will be treated with potassium permanganate, KMnO4, and in presence of what we can call it as a water hydrolysis. What do you get? You are going to get the product CH3 CH OH CH2 and OH. Both the hydroxyl group are coming from the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond, and therefore it is known as cis hydroxylation. Look at this reaction carefully. What do you observe over here? Carbon-carbon double bond there. Look at this product. Both the hydroxy are coming from the same side, and therefore the name of this compound is a 1,2-diol, right? 1,2-diol, or we can call it 1,2-dihydroxy propane, we can call it this name of this compound. So this is the product we got. This is a cis hydroxylation. Cis 1,2-diol we can call it. Cis 1,2-diol. Why cis 1,2-diol? How do you know that? Now let us look at as a mechanism how it takes place over here. Mechanism of this reaction. Mechanism. Now in the mechanism, what is going to happen here? Let us see here. This one, CH3 CH double bond CH2, and then I am writing that this one Mn double bond O K, here double bond O. For sake of convenience you can write here. And now when it is attack on that this one, then this is attacking on this carbon atom, and now the intermediate form over here will be this one, CS3, then CH, CH2, here O, here also O, then Mn, Mn, then O, here you can write OK, and here double bond O. That is I think, let me clean this board so that you can see this clearly. This is a cyclic intermediate form over there. Here is a Mn, then OK. Here is a minus positive charge over there, double bond O, and this is there. Now, after that hydrolysis H2O, this bond is a very labile bond. It is easily get cleaved, and you are going to get the product is this one, CS3, then CH2, CH, then CH2, here OH, here also as a OH. OH on the same side, and therefore it is known as a cis-1,2 diol. Cis-1,2 diol derivative. Why it get as a cis-1,2 diol? Let us look at as a stereochemistry behind it. What type of the stereochemistry it shows? Let us see another one more example over here, so that the stereochemistry we can understood behind it. For that purpose, let us see another one example over here. Suppose we have this one, second one is this one, second one, this one. Now let us see over here, let us see the reaction. What type of the reaction here? Let us see the first starting compound is this one, here CS3, another methyl group over here. Now let us see here another reagent we can use as a osmium tetroxide, OSO4. And what type of the transition? One more question may appear in the exam. What type of the exam? Let us see over here, osmium tetroxide, it form the product is like this. Here is a CS3 which is above the plane, then here this methyl group above the plane, hydroxy OH and this hydroxy OH, means they are coming on the same side. This is a below the plane, this is OH also as a below the plane, and it clearly indicates that both the hydroxy group are coming on the same side, and that's why we are getting as a this type of the product. Now let us look at as a mechanism over here. Mechanism, how it takes place. Let us see here. Suppose we have this one. Here methyl group, another methyl group, osmium tetroxide OS, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, and double bond O you can write. And now this oxygen atom can attack over there, and this oxygen atom can, or this can be attacked over there like this. So that we are going to get here this type of the intermediate. Now look here, CS3, then O, again is O, then OS, O stand for oxygen, here double bond O, double bond O, that is osmium, osmiate ion, osmoneate, cyclic, this is a cyclic osmoneate cyclic transition state is formed over there, and after that hydrolysis H2O we are getting as a this type of the product. That's the product form takes place over there. And let us see here another example, the stereochemistry of this, why we are getting as a cis. The labeled experiment is carried out here. Labeled experiment, SBLLE, labeled experiment to prove the stereochemistry, that clearly indicate that labeled experiment to prove the cis hydroxylation or the evidence of cis hydroxylation. So let us see, suppose here we have this general reaction carbon-carbon double bond, and that will be treated with potassium permanganate Mn. Here C double bond O, OK. Here is a minus positive charge over there, double bond. But the labeled oxygen atom is used over here, as we know that the isotope the oxygen 16, 17, 18, but we are 18 taking. This is a isotope of oxygen atom, and now this is attacking over there and this is there, so that you are going to get here C, then this C, then you can write O, then Mn, OK, double bond O, then this oxygen atom, this is 18 labeled oxygen, 18 labeled oxygen, here are the 18 of. Now it is hydrolyzed by using as a water or pour on a crushed ice. What is going to happen? This bond is a very labile bond, it gets cleaved very easily from here. This zigzag line or this type of the line clearly indicate that these bonds are breaking, and we are going to get over here this type of the product here dash OH dash OH. And if you interpret, if you analyze the product, what do you observe in the product? There is a labeled oxygen found in that clearly indicate that these two oxygen atoms, they are coming from the potassium permanganate, not from the hydrogen, not from the water, and therefore it is proved that there is a cis stereochemistry. Cis stereochemistry means this is a cis hydroxylation. Cis hydroxylation means cis 1,2 diol present over there, and that is the main purpose of that cis hydroxylation. Now let us move on to the next point. What is the point we are going to learn here? Let us see one more example. Now you can predict the product very easily, right? Because we know the mechanism. Now predict the product means you can predict the product. When you predict the product, when you know the mechanism behind it, then and then you can directly predict the product. If you don't know the mechanism, you cannot predict the product perfectly. So remember, predict the product means if you know the mechanism, then and then you can predict the product. Now let us look at as some of the example, from that you can tell me. Now suppose we have this one CS3, then let us see one more example for what we can call it as for the stereochemistry of this. Stereochemistry we are going. Stereochemistry of this potassium permanganate. Suppose we have a starting material is this one. Let us see. This is a compound which I am writing here. Me means we know that. Me means methyl group. Me means methyl group, right? Methyl means the CS3 group. Et means what? Ethyl group. Ethyl means what? CS2, CS3. This type of the groups are there. Now for stereochemistry purpose, we are writing, this is one of the structure of cis. This Me I am writing here, and this one is a H, this one is a H. Now the name of this compound, do you know the name of this compound? Yes. What is this? This is a cis-2-butene. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and therefore this is known as a cis. Why cis? A similar group are on the same side of the carbon-carbon double bond is known as a cis isomer, and trans isomer means what? When similar group are on the opposite side of the carbon-carbon double bond is known as trans isomer. Cis and trans, they are opposite to each other. Now this methyl group and this methyl group, they are on the same side, and now when it is treated with potassium permanganate, plus KMnO4. What do you get? The product, the what we can call it as the transition state, you are going to get over here this one. This is a Me here, Me and EH I am writing here. This Me I am putting here, and this hydrogen atom is over here, and now here is O, here O, then Mn, double bond O and OK, right? Okay, this is a transition state form, and that will be treated with water, H2O. What is going to happen? This bond is going to break over. This is a labeled oxygen atom again. This labeled oxygen atom, which is a oxygen 18. What is going to happen? They gives you the formation of the product is this one. Then this structure is written according to as a Sahar or Andrun formula, and then this both the methyl group and hydrogen below the plane, this one also has the same Me and hydrogen atom, they are as it is. Now at this position OH and OH, because they are in the same side, and this compound, if you look at this compound, there will be the plane of symmetry is present. If you see this compound is called as a meso compound are optically inactive in nature. Meso 1,2-diol, this one. Meso means what? If you convert this Sahars formula into this 3 line indicate as a equivalent, and this, if you convert this compound into because as we know that there are the 4 conventional ways to represent the organic molecule while studying as a 3-dimensional structure of organic compound, we can convert one compound into another form. First one is a dotted formula or Weiss formula. Number 2 is a what is that? Newman. Second one is a what we can call it as a Sahars or Andrun formula. Number 3 is a Newman projection formula. Number 4 is Fischer projection formula. Now if you convert into as a Fischer projection formula, then Fischer projection formula, the first rule, where the molecules are written as a vertically like this, vertical, and now here you write this and this methyl group, they are on the same side, they are top side, and now look at this OH and OH, they are on the same side. OH is here, OH is here, and here is a hydrogen. If you cut the molecule from the middle one, you will see there is a mirror plane of symmetry is there, and therefore this compound is a optically inactive compound, and that compound is known as a meso compound. If you start, this is a cis, the name of this compound is a cis-2-butene, right? This is a compound cis-2-butene treated with the same reagent, we are getting as a this type of the meso compound. If you start with trans-2-butene, what do you get? Let us see here that also. Suppose we have one hydrogen atom here, methyl group here, this methyl group, here hydrogen atom, and here methyl group. This is a trans-2-butene. This one is known as a trans-2-butene. This compound is known as a trans-2-butene. Why trans? Look at here. This methyl group and this methyl group, they are similar. This hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom, it is also as a similar one. And when it is treated with the same reagent, potassium permanganate, the intermediate will form. The intermediate, how intermediate will form here? Look at here, MEH and H is over here. Here Sahars we are writing here. Now hydrogen atom is here and methyl group is here, and then now here O, here you can write O, then here Mn, then double bond O, OK, then treat with what? Water, H2O. This bond is going to break, and the product you are going to get like this. This is a MEH, then this one remains as it is, hydrogen, and Me over here, here OH, and here also as OH. OH18 because labeled oxygen atom we are performing as an experiment. We are studying as a stereochemistry, and therefore labeled experiment is performing to whether it is a cis or trans. Now look at here. If you draw the Newman projection formula like this vertically, so what do you see over here? This methyl group and this methyl group you write over here. One is here, another one, and there you will see a methyl group here. The one hydrogen atom here, OH is here, another HO here, and H is here. These are converted into as a Newman projection formula, and then there will be a no mirror plane of symmetry. That is a trio type of the compounds are getting over there, and because the hydroxy group are opposite to each other, and there are two chiral centers are there. Chiral center means what? The chiral center, there is a two chiral center, means chiral center or chiral carbon atom means what? The carbon atom carrying four different group is known as a chiral carbon. There are the chiral carbon over there, and one will show. Suppose let us see here what type of the configuration it has. See here 1 and 2, and this one is a 3. 1, 2, 3. There is a what R is converted into S. This one is a S, and it should be the R configuration. 1, 2, and 3. The R changes to as a S. Means this is a again this here is a R changes to S, and 1, then 2 and 3. This is again as a what type of the configuration it is? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. R changes to yes, that type of the configuration. Doesn't matter here over here, but here remember they are what we can call a DL pair. DL pair means what? Dextrorotatory. DL pair. This is known as a DL pair. Dextrorotatory and the leo-rotatory, they are the what we can call it as a one rotate the plane of polarization, or optical rotation. Specific optical rotation is a different, and as we know that optical activity, the certain substances rotate the plane of polarization to through the certain angle. That type of the activity is known as optical activity, and that compound is known as optical isomer. This will show no optical. This is what we can call it as no optical activity present over there, but this compound is a DL pair. In this way we have seen the stereochemistry behind this. Now let us see one more example to predict the product of this compound. Suppose we have this type of the example. There are number of examples are there, different type of the example, but now once you know the mechanism, you can able to predict the product. Here suppose you have this one. Let us see here CS3 double bond CH2, that will be treated with potassium permanganate in presence of water or in an alkaline medium. What do you get? The product will be this one, CS3, then CS3, CH2, OH, and here is a OH, 1,2-diol. What type of 1,2-diol it is? It is a cis. So there we can give the number of example, and now I hope you will be able to predict the product. There will be no doubt. I think remaining trans-hydroxylation, what type of the reagent is used for obtaining the trans isomer, the reagent, what is the reagent, how trans is exactly opposite to this cis, that we will see in the next lecture. Let us stop today here. Thank you. Have a nice day.